Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are in the world today. Welcome to my live, Manuela Vincent, live from Virginia. And let me make sure I'm up and running over here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I know we have audio problems sometimes. I don't know what that's about. Okay. And when you guys do join me, let me know that you're here. I appreciate that. Today we're going to be talking about how I was laid off at 52, or if anybody's been laid off, you can relate to this, right? And then how I found a 2-hour workday system that gave me daily pay, allowed me to replace the income I lost in a layoff. And it also gave me time freedom. So both financial and time freedom, whereas a job doesn't do that at all. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today, guys. So if you guys are new, let me know. Put a number 1 in the chat if you want to. Let me know where you guys are chiming in from. I come live Monday through Friday, and I talk about business. I talk about my business. I talk about why I decided to do this business, kind of where we're going with it. We have some exciting stuff. We're going to be launching into the Spanish market next month. So I'm super excited. Not only is that going to give us more daily paying customers, but we're going to have the potential to make $1,400 per day. Right now we have the $900 per day. Now we're going to be able to get $1,400 per day. So some good stuff is coming, guys. But if you guys are coming on my live, let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. Please, I appreciate it. Okay. So we're not going to waste time. We're going to get right into it. Please feel free to chat. Keep it respectful. I got my finger on the button over here. So if people get crazy, I'm blocking. That's just my right to do that because I get a lot of trolls in my chat, unfortunately. Okay. A lot of haters, a lot of trolls. That's just the way we roll, right? Okay. So guys, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Manuela Vincent, and I worked in a corporate job for about 2 decades. I guess that's about 20 years. I was in the field of HR, human resources, and I worked in good company, a good company, right? Just corporate. But if you guys are not watching news, I usually don't watch news, but I see things coming across my feed on a daily basis. And I see what's going on out there. People are getting laid off left and right. That's not stopping anytime soon. I don't see it getting really better. And I'm not a negative person. I love to keep things positive. But the reality is we're going to continue to see layoffs. What's going on? What's going on? What is this? Enter your username. How are you today? So listen. Welcome to the live, guys. If you guys are new, put a number 1 in the chat. I see a couple new faces in here that have decided to participate in my chat. I appreciate that. So thank you, thank you. And so, guys, today I'm going to be talking about, let me do this again for those coming in now. I was laid off at 52. And that's what I'm getting ready to talk about and why I decided to get into the digital space. Okay, so that's where you guys are kind of finding me right now. There's always a backstory. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a struggle, right? But that's my quick story, okay? So I was able to find a system that allows me to work 2 hours a day to make daily pay. No longer weekly pay, bi-weekly pay, monthly pay, okay? And so that's what I come and talk about every single day on my lives, okay? So the way we're moving in the world, if you're not living under a rock, is people are getting laid off all the time. I see it. I hear it. People on LinkedIn are trying to connect with me. It's just tough out there. And so I got laid off last year at the age of 52, and I came out of there with nothing to show for it. I didn't expect it was going to happen. In the back of my mind, I'm probably like a little clueless when it comes to that. Because I expected I'd be on a job for years and come out with something. But I didn't save because I couldn't afford to save. And that's a lot of people. I'm not the only one, right? Am I wrong, guys? Whoever is in the workforce, let me know. Maybe you're single and you can afford to put those deductions in, but me and my husband couldn't do that. We had to provide for our 3 kids throughout the years. We've had to tap in and take loans out from the 401ks to take care of things that are necessary. So we didn't have that cushion to be able to afford the extra. Okay. So that's where we were. Now, I don't know if you guys are feeling that way or not, but that's just the struggle we encountered. We've been through so many things. When I was working a job for that 20-year period, we had some good times, good days, some bad days. The struggle has always been there. Hi, Yolanda. What's going on? Happy Tuesday, guys. And so with that being said, just because you have a job doesn't mean you're not struggling. We were laid off. I was laid off. Actually, before I was laid off, when I was working in the corporate world, we had been displaced. That means homeless a couple times. And thank God we had family. We could live with them, but it wasn't the best place to be. Let me just keep it there. I am not going to go any deeper. It was really pressing my husband, high blood pressure. It was pretty bad, but at least it beats going in the street, right? What's going on, Marty boy? Thanks for coming into my live today. I'm just talking about my layoff experience and how a lot of people are going through it right now. So I give you my little story before I get into my live. But today's topic is if you've been laid off, you can relate to this, right? Laid off, I didn't come out of there with any savings, retirement, no plan B. And I always get that question, well, why not? If you're 20 years in, because I couldn't afford it. We had 3 kids throughout the years. My last kid is now home. So that's aging me, right? She's my last teenager, 17. She's going to be going to college next year. I already have 1 in college right now. So expenses are there. Expenses are there, okay? So I know I can relate to you guys. Marty says people can't afford to save, especially with kids. Yeah. And I'm not going to say I love my kids. They've been a blessing. I wanted kids. But with that comes the other part of it. You got to expect you're going to have some good finances to take care of kids, right? God will always make a way, but it's still struggle city. So, my husband was a blue collar worker, still is. I've always been in corporate, got 2 degrees, and so I always made the most money, but we still struggled. It's never been enough, okay? So I just want to say that's kind of where I was. I was still living paycheck to paycheck when the layoff hit me last year. Oh boy. Now you have bills consistently still coming in. I'm still struggling, even with him working 2 jobs, right? We still have to keep the lights on, the rent paid, all the stuff, right? Where I live, it's very expensive. Your average apartments, and we're not talking about assistant living. We're not talking about when you get assistance from the county. We're talking about regular apartments here. We're talking about anywhere from $2,500 a month to $3,000 a month, some more. So needless to say, the struggle has always been real for us, but we have to keep ourselves housed. We don't want to end up in the street. We've done that before, okay? And that's just horrendous when your children see all that. They've been through it all. My kids have been through it all, guys. So coming out of there with nothing to show for, I tried to reapply for jobs. And right now, the job market's challenging, right? We're in 2025. The job market's still challenging. I have recruiter friends. I have recruiter friends who are telling me the reason people aren't getting the jobs is because, well, she says it's because of their resumes aren't up to par. And also, it's very competitive. So you got to literally be outstanding with what you know and what you do. You're not going to get it. It's too competitive. And it also could depend on the career you have. I'm just putting this out there. I'm teaching y'all something. If you don't already know, I have people in my inbox asking me about this stuff. People in LinkedIn that are messaging me. Do you know anything? I do business now. I don't worry about a job anymore because I knew that was gone. I already saw this kind of coming, and I said, I'm not going to mess with that because I was literally throwing out the resumes. I wasn't hearing back for anything. And so I got fed up. I'm not going to waste my time putting resumes out. Yeah, I had a long-standing career. Yeah, but I don't want to mess with that stuff anymore. I don't see it getting any better. I don't want to continue to get laid off. I'm too old for that. I've done my run. It's time for your young people to go ahead and do that if you like to, right? So that's what happened to me, guys. A long story short, got laid off, didn't have anything to show for it, needed to find a plan B. What is the other option? If you can't get a job, what else is there for you to do but stay home, be unemployed, count on your spouse to take care of you? And that doesn't work anymore. The one income household is not very productive. It doesn't work. It causes conflicts. You're going to argue. The person, feels like you're not doing nothing. And like, no, I couldn't sit there and do that. So I decided to look online. And that's when I discovered this 2-hour day business. 2-hour day business that lets me use my cell phone to no longer have to scroll all day long, wasting time, binging television. I use it to monetize. I use it now to make money, guys. I've been doing this since last May, 17 months. And it's allowed me to make daily pay, not weekly, not bi-weekly. On average, I'm doing anywhere from $300 to $900 couple times a week. That's what I'm doing right now. And do I have to share that? Not really. You guys wouldn't show me your paycheck, but I like to share with you because I want you to know it does work. But you have to work it, right? So today in this live, I'm going to be talking about that program. Yes, you have to invest. I invested one time last year. I told my husband, look, I have no other options. I'm going to do this on a payment plan, and you're going to help me till I get in profit. And it only took me 7 days. That's on average in this community. It took me 7 days to get my investment back. And that's because I had no other option. I didn't have a job. I didn't treat this like a hobby. Most people treat their business like a hobby because they know they have that job to fall back on. I couldn't do that. I had no job. So that's what I did. So how much do I need to invest? Hey, unknown, I'm going to get there. If you can bear with me, I'm going to get there. I just want to give you guys an idea of what it is. It's good that you want to invest already, but you don't even know what it is. But that's good. That tells me that you're willing to invest because I knew I had to. And so again, so it's based on how you get paid. Your daily pay is based on the program you decide to come into because you're going to be learning skills. It's digital skills. So that's going to determine how much you're going to invest. But let me just shock you, unknown, and say the least amount you can invest to get started and start learning and earning is $100. That might shock some of you. This is probably the cheapest business that I've ever gotten into. When it comes with complete automation, it comes with a $9 million mentor. She's in here every day, pouring into us, daily videos, live videos, a community of 56,000 people, access to get a reseller's license. I mean, I got so much, but the ultimate thing with this is you're going to learn how to build a business online for yourself, but not by yourself. And it's easy. Because I'm coming from a corporate world and I had no idea about this, okay? So it's super simple. I'm going to be telling you guys what the 2-hour workday is real quick. I'm going to share that with you. And then I'm going to give you the website where you can go check it all out. And that's all I do on my lives is I give information. Would this surprise you? This is part of my 2-hour workday. Would this surprise you? I go live for an hour every single day, except for Sundays and Saturdays and Sundays. Those are my days. But I do this for an hour. Some of you will be scared to do that. I was nervous when I first started. But this is the best way that I've found to get more subscribers, to grow my following. I've gotten more sales going live because people get to know, like, and trust you. If you show up every day, you talk about your business, the same thing, people are going to start coming back and watching you over and over again. That's what I've learned in this program, okay? So you got to do it scared, okay? So what I loved about this program when I bought it the first time, it was so newbie, beginner friendly. Do you have to? No. I was going to get to that too. Unknown. What is your real name, unknown? I guess you just, that's purposely done, unknown, because you don't want to show your face. Okay, I get it. We have a whole faceless program in this that will teach you how to do this all faceless, because there are some working people in here, and we have people in the program who can't show their face. They work for government. They want to do this as a side hustle, but they can't show their face. So yes, you don't have to show your face. How do you say that? Chuito? Chewy? I don't want to mispronounce it. Is it Chuito? So listen. Oh my gosh. Yeah? Are you Hispanic, by the way? I'm not Hispanic, but I'm looking to partner with some Hispanic people when it comes to this business. We're getting ready to launch into Spanish. So this will be perfect timing. We're getting ready to launch. We're going to start having a whole Spanish program for this. And then once we do that, we're going to do other countries. We're already global, but now this is taking it a step further, okay? So yes, this is awesome. Keep staying on here because I'm going to get into that in a couple minutes. So anyways, it was beginner friendly. I got the program. I bought it one time. I plugged into the training. It told me exactly what I needed to do. Start here. I need that. I needed hand holding. I'm not going to lie to you. Coming from someone that was given orders on what to do in a job, because that's what a job does. You already know what you got to do. But now that I'm working for myself, I needed a structure. That's why I like the 2-hour workday. I literally know what I have to do every day. So it was structurized for me. Okay? It was structurized for me. It told me you got to do this. You got to do this every single day. Beginner friendly, step-by-step guidance. The mentors here, right? I'm looking at some notes because I want to make sure I got everything. I want to touch on the highlights, okay? So you see me doing this? That's what I'm doing. All you need is your cell phone and Wi-Fi. You don't have to have a computer or anything like that, because I do all my content from my phone. As long as I have Wi-Fi, I'm good. So that's another plus, I thought, okay? Another thing I want to talk about real quick, and then we're going to dive into the 2-hour workday and tell you exactly what you're going to be doing, is you get, like I said, I think I said this already, you get daily pay. I did say that. 100% profit. That I didn't say. You guys get 100% profit. Do you know of anything else that pays you 100% profit? Like, I don't do any MLMs. This is not that. That's multi-level marketing. That's not what this is. I'm going to debunk these things. This is not network marketing. And I'm not downing any of those things. I'm just saying that's not what this is. It's not affiliate marketing, because with affiliate marketing, you still have a percentage you get. Other people get the majority of the money. I didn't want to earn pennies. I needed 100% profit. I needed something that was going to be equivalent to what I made on a job or more than I made on a job. And this one does all that. So the boxes were checked, okay? And you guys, I told you, the lowest program you can buy, there's only 4 programs right now that you can choose from. The lowest being $100, okay? But I'm going to get into that in a minute, okay? So, let me go over the 2-hour workday, and then and guys, I'm a little all over the place this morning. I didn't have coffee yet. I apologize. So a 2-hour workday, guys, that's what this program is based on, because the CEO, the one who created it, she wanted you to be able to get started real quick, have a dedicated 2 hours where you just are laser focused so you can get your income producing activities out of the way, because you're your own boss. I always show this. I'm a boss lady. I'm the CEO of my business. I don't have anybody telling me, get up, Manuela. Go ahead and do your thing. I got to know I got to get up, right? And so what we do is we create 3 pieces of content for the first hour of the day. What does that content mean? It can mean a post. It can mean I'm doing my videos, because I do videos. I don't do posts like that, because video really talks. It really brings someone into your world. That's why I like video, and that's what she leads with, okay? So these videos are 7-second videos, 30-second videos, 1 minute videos. Yeah, 60-second videos. That's what you're going to be taught. And you're not just going to talk about any nonsense. Like today, I talked about how I was laid off at 52. And I found this 2-hour system that has allowed me to bring income back into my house. That was the solution. So what we do is we tell our story. We tell our story real quick in the video. Again, back to my friend Chuito. Listen, so many people are doing this faceless. Okay. I have a guy who wanted to do, he already had thought of what he wanted to do before he joined it. So he likes to fish. So he was saying he was going to just fish and show himself fishing. And then on the screen, now get your mind right, get your thoughts going, because whatever you can, think, you can achieve it. That's what faceless could be, is you not even showing your face and you're fishing perhaps, or you're walking your pets perhaps, or I don't know, just think about it. I don't do faceless because I like to show my face and I like to talk. But for those people that are like to do faceless, it could be you just walking in your woods, your trails, enjoying your lifestyle, vacationing, and you're filming, right? And on the screen is your text. That's your message. So Chuito, I don't know your story. Maybe you do work. Maybe you're looking for some extra money. You don't want to leave the house to go to a part-time job. I'm just guessing. I don't know you like that. But that could be your story. I needed to make some extra money because I'm about to buy a house, or I need the extra money because I have to send my kids to college. Whatever it is, I don't know. I'm just throwing this stuff out here because everybody has a story. But I couldn't do a part-time job. I want to be present for my kids. I don't want to do that. I'm already working, so many hours of my day job. And this is what I found when I was online. I was scrolling and I found this lady who was talking about this 2-hour workday system. And that's what I decided to do. I started learning these skills through the program. It taught me how to work 2 hours a day from my house using my phone. And now I'm able to make daily pay anywhere from $300 to $900 a day. Or if you guys like the $100 program, $100 to $900 a day. I'm going to talk about the programs in a minute. Give me a couple seconds. Chuito says, I don't like having a boss and I want to buy a car. I'm 20. Wow. See, I get so many young people, but your mindset's good. Chuito, your mindset's good. I had just signed up a 19-year-old. He saw the vision. You guys that are young like that, you need to be planning like this. Even if you have a job in a corporate career or wherever you're working, you need to have the side hustle. But why do you want to work another hard side hustle? Like go to these crazy night jobs, right? Why don't you just do, this is so simple, 2 hours a day. We teach you what you got to do. You can do it faceless or with your face. It doesn't matter. As long as you're met. So your story is you want to get a car. You're 24. You're young. About to be 25 in October. There's your story. I needed extra money to be able to get a car. Everybody has a story, whatever it is. Do you like McDonald's? What does that have to do with today's topic? But yes, I'll eat some McDonald's every now and then. That's not my favorite place to eat. So anyways. Sorry, guys. I like to stay on track. I get excited about this business. I'm sorry if I'm not all the way into the chat. This is a good conversation we're having today, by the way. Thank you, Chuito, for participating in my conversation. So, I don't even remember where I was at. I forgot what I was saying. Chipotle, yeah, it's a better option. It's a better option. Yes, back to your age. You young people need to be thinking about your side hustles, man. You got to think about your side. Anyways, I love it that you're young and you're already thinking about it. So you need to get a car. So that's your story. It doesn't have to be some crazy, oh, woe is me story. I'm just basically telling you what happened to me and I needed to find a way because me and my husband, we would have been arguing. If I didn't get myself some income coming in, we would have had relationship issues. We've been married 29 years, so we need to keep this going. So when I made my first sale, he was like, okay, this works. Keep doing it, right? And he gets me excited. He is my why. My kids are my why. I want to leave a legacy for my family. We're going to be empty nesters in another year. We were thinking about where's the retirement money? That's when this came into play. Because I didn't have that when I was working a job. That's why I share this all the time, guys. You got to get your mind right with this stuff. Social Security is a joke. I think that's not even going to be existence when you younger people, they're talking about 2099. Social Security might not even be there. I'll be in the grave. But I mean, 20, 35, that's typically retirement age for us people. You know, they're talking about 62, 67. You know, it's not going to be fun. There's not going to be enough in the fund. They might have to increase the amount they take out of your paycheck. So now your paycheck's even more or less. Like, you guys got to kind of think about it. I did a video on that. You guys can go check it out. It's about Social Security and if it's going to be here or not. And that's always been a talk of the town. But that's why I say everybody needs a side gig. Okay? Keep with me, guys. I'm almost to the program part. So this has allowed me to now start saving for that retirement. I'm going to be able to retire my husband from his part-time job by the end of the year. Like, I have more and more goals, right? But you got to get the foundation. I've only been in this since May, but I've been doing good. Last May, that's 17 months. So Chuito says, I want to pay off my parents' debt. So you're a good kid. You're a good kid. Because that's why I joined this too, because I'm paying down debt. I have student loan debts that I still have to pay down. See, that's another thing. I wanted to join this because I saw the income potential so that I could be able to pay down all my debt and not leave my kids with debt like my parents unfortunately did to me. I don't want to do that. Someone just chimed in and said New York State taxes and New York City taxes already killed my paycheck. Look at this. And I don't even live in the United States anymore because I can't afford to live in the U.S. See what I'm saying? You'll see a lot more people leaving the country too. Because of that. Taxes will kill you. Like where I live, that's why I'm not buying anything here. I'm going to take my well-saved money and just wait. And just wait for a while before we decide to where we want to really live. I don't want to buy in the state that I'm in or the town. Let's say the city I live in. I don't give that away. Guys, I apologize, but it's one of the richest cities in one of the richest counties in my city. Let's just put it there. And I don't want to have to pay crazy amounts of property taxes to own something in this city. I don't want to do it. It's just not, it doesn't make any sense. That's going to eat you up alone. I want to take my money that I make from this business and leave it to my kids. I want them to have a nice legacy. So that's why I'm thinking smarter. When you get older, you start thinking that way. You'll start to realize it. Don't just throw your money down like that. That's why I'm not in a hurry to buy, because we want to travel anyways. Okay? You're in Texas? Oh, Texas. Awesome. Texas in the house. Okay. So now we're getting up to it, guys. I think I said, okay, 1 hour you're going to do the 2-hour workday. It's just creating that video, but you're talking about how you're relatable in the video. How you're relatable. We just talked about it. Chuita, we just talked about it. Like you could talk about how you didn't have enough money to get your own car and you wanted to get a car. So you decided to join this to get that extra money. We have so many different people from all walks of life in the community. Okay. So whatever your story is, you're not the only one. There's so many people. We have people that were elderly. We have 67 and plus. Year old in here. There was all Walmart greeters that are doing this now, making a lot more money than a Walmart greeter. Those are the people I feel sorry for because they didn't even have any money to do anything. Imagine being a Walmart greeter. I feel bad for those people. And now they're making a lot more than they were as a greeter. So we have people from all walks of life. Whatever your why is, that's your business. Whether it's to get extra money, whether it's to have extra money to go on camping trips. We have a gentleman who loves his day job. He wants to keep his day job, but he added this so he could have that extra $2,000 or $3,000 a month to go camping with his kids. There's always someone in here. There's always a testimonial. There's always a story. So whatever that is for you, just keep that in mind because that's going to be the reason you do these videos. Okay. And you can do it faceless again. Okay. I was just giving you an idea of how that guy said he wants to fish so he could record himself fishing, a 7-second video. This is the life I love now. Yeah, it's going to be on the replay. It basically saves. Let me do this right now because I want you can go and take a look at this. I know people are sometimes at work when they watch me. I don't know why you're doing that, but that's your business. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have gotten in trouble if I was at work doing that. But I appreciate you guys. Let me drop this here. This is a free blueprint for you guys to go take a look at before I know people just might hop in and out. So Chuito, go take a look at this. I'm going to still talk about it. I always go over everything, but I like to take my time because I want you to understand the value of what you're going to learn, the program, before I just jump into, hey, this is the 4 programs and there you go. You can go here. Anybody on this live today, I pinned it in the chat. You'll type that into your browser or click it, and it's going to take you to the program details. You're gonna watch a couple videos with my mentor talking about the program in detail. It's free for you to check it out. That's all you gotta do is just check out the details. Okay, I'm an information giver. You're gonna also be emailed a free PDF. That's going to be the blueprint that I always give to everybody. When I do all my videos, I always comment at the end of my videos. If you want to learn these skills to be able to take your phone and monetize, down in the comments, put the word blueprint. I'd love to share it with you. I always put a call to action. You're going to learn that too. And that's simply what I do every single day. I get mounds of comments. People saying, what's the blueprint? And I'll give them my website. And that's what the same thing you're going to do. That's part of your 2-hour workday. I didn't come to that part yet, okay? But if anybody wants to check it out, you can. You got to put your email in. Don't be afraid. If it's something you don't want to do, then you can just opt out. You unsubscribe. All right, I'm getting to that. I know you're in a hurry. So there's 4 programs, guys. Let me get to that real quick, okay? Because it looks like all of that is in here, though. Chuito, take your time. So all of that is in here, you guys. I'm going to go over them right now, but you guys can go back and look at the details and compare them. So the first program, I'm going to start from the bottom to the top. There are 4 digital programs. Guys, I told you I purchased one, right? When I first got started with this, because I needed to learn the new skills. Just like if you're going to be a doctor or you're going to be a auto mechanic or you're going to be a dental assistant, you got to pay for the education. That's what you're basically paying for. I want to reiterate that. It looks like Chuito understands that. Some of you probably don't. Oh, I got to pay for a job. This is not a job. This is not a job. It's a business. Okay. So yes, you're going to invest. The smallest program is $100. One time, $100 plus a $39 fee that goes towards your website. And I will show you the website. Everybody gets the same website. Okay. That's what that covers. That goes back to the company. The $39 is how they get their money. The $100 goes to Chuito. If someone were to buy a $100 program from you, Chuito, you get the $100, 100% profit to your pocket. They get the $39 because what does that pay for? That covers the hosting of your website. They cover that. That's what that $39 does. It also covers your community. You're going to have access to a 56,000 member community where you need to be engulfed in there because that's going to tell you everything you need to do. Your daily videos are in there. Our mentor pins all the important stuff in there. Like I'm always engaged. It's called School. School. Guys, if you don't know about School, Google it. It's like the #1 online educational platform. And we're actually number 2 or 1 in online business on there. So she teaches us in the School platform. So you're going to have to be in that community to get all this information. So that's why you pay the one-time $39. Okay. That's going to give you the ability if you have a job and you just don't care, you just don't need the extra money, guys, that's a $36,000 I'm breaking it down. $36,500 a year program. $100. You get $100 sales. Because that's the only program you have. You got one program, it's called Launchpad. That's the $100 program. It's going to launch you into the digital space. It's going to tell you exactly what you need to do to get your business up and running. It's a basic program, right? It's going to teach you everything digital. Yeah, did you know about School? Okay, that's what we use. A lot of people use School, right? So that's our community. So that's the first one, $100, okay? If you're cool with making $100 sales, then stick with that. Okay, next, we're going to move on to number 2 program. Number 2 program is called Passive Daily Blueprint. It's a $300 program. You guys, I tell you, this is so affordable. Like, we only have 4 programs right now, but I'm going to talk about that Spanish one that's launching, and we haven't even launched it yet. We're getting people in now so that they're able to launch if they want to do the Spanish bundle. It's called Spanish Bundle Pack. I haven't gotten to that yet. Let's start right now with what we have, okay? I'm just excited. I love talking about it. So $300 if you want to make daily pay of $300 sales or $100 sales. Because now when you join at the Passive Daily Blueprint with that $300, you now have 2 income streams, 300 and 100. So Chuito, if someone doesn't want to buy the $300 program from you, they'll buy the 100 or vice versa. But now you got 2 income streams. That $300 times 365, that's equivalent to a 6-figure income. So you're going to find, I've seen this where a lot of people that work jobs, they might have a 6-figure income already and they want to replace their job. So they're like, heck, we had a nurse we have several nurses in this program that quit their nursing jobs to do this because they were missing out. The math wasn't mathing. You would think a nurse makes a lot of money, but they're at the same time, they're losing valuable time with their kids. Does that make sense? Like this lady in this program, Ashley, she said, I quit nursing. She went and got educated. Now she has all the debt with the nursing degree. And she was having to FaceTime her babies on Christmas because the daddy was home. And that's horrifying. I can't even imagine. Buenos, no, I don't remember you. I get so many people in my lives. I don't remember your name though, but welcome back. So that's an example of a nurse who quit her job to do this. She's like, oh, I got to be home with my babies. She basically is in the 6 figures now with this. So she literally replaced that income plus more. Okay. So I love it. I love sharing those kind of testimonials. Okay. So if 300 is good for you, start at the $300 program. Okay. The next program is called the Digital Mastery Program. $600 one time, plus you pay your $39. That doesn't change. You pay it one time, no monthly memberships. Okay. $600 now unlocks 3 income streams for you. You get $600 sales when someone wants that. $300 sales if they want that, or $100 sales. So you got 3 income streams. Now you have a variety because people are not all going to come in at one particular program. Maybe they don't want to. And they can always upgrade. Guys, you can always upgrade within 30 days and you pay the difference to the next program. I like that availability too. So I'm listening. I think if you get the lesson 1, because that's all you can start with, it helps you to build money to get the next one. Yes. What is your name? Kalia, you got it. Bingo. Kalia. I got some good people on my live today. I appreciate you guys. I love it. YouTube is bringing the right people on my live. Kalia, thank you. Boom, you answered it. That's what happens, okay? So our mentor will always say, you start at $100. Don't stay there. We're going to help you get 3 customers. Guys, I did this. Don't even let me go there yet. So I literally recouped my investment in 1 week because I knew this was the only way I had. I didn't have a job to fall back on. So I hit it hard. I started in Facebook because I knew those people liked me over there already. They knew me. They joined me. I got my investment back right away. 7 days. I am? I don't know. I'm hard. Sometimes I mispronounce names. So Kalia, you're absolutely right. You don't want to stay at that lower program because do you want more money? If you're okay with $100, you can stay there. I've been doing this 17 months. I've only had 1 person join me at that level. And I don't even know what he does. I've emailed him. He never responds back to me. I think he just didn't do anything with it. And that happens sometimes. Your customers might not do anything with it. I feel like that's a waste of money. I knew I needed this. I need to keep making my sales, and I need to help another person like Kalia or Chuito on here. That's why I come live. I want to connect with you guys, honestly. Kalia says, yes, I do because I have my granddaughters, and I'm trying to do the best I can with them while going to chemo. God bless you. That's tough. Both my parents died of cancer. Colon cancer, my dad. So I got to be careful with that. And then the other one is my mother had lung cancer. So I've been through all that stuff. It's awful. So my prayers are with you. But I think everybody should have an extra income. I don't care what you do, you need to have it, okay? So that $600 program is equivalent, if you take the 600 times 365, that is $219K a year. 219,000 a year. That's what that is equivalent to. Not only that program is going to allow you to learn, because remember I told you these programs are going to teach you digital everything. How to build your business online. It comes fully loaded with automation. You don't got to reinvent the wheel. It's got the 4 programs that I'm breaking down with you that you're going to resell through this process without picking up a phone. I love that too. I'm an introvert, believe it or not. I am an introvert, okay? It's going to teach you how to make 6 figures in 6 months. That's the program my mentor started with. She only wanted to make $56,000 a year from home online. She ended up making her first 6 figures in 6 months with this program and the strategies that I'm talking to you about. Then she made her first million in 17 months. She's now a $10 million earner. She's the one that we get on calls with all the time in this community. She's amazing. I love her. Michelle O'Neill is her name. And I'm going to show you so you can Google her and you can see for yourself, okay? Listen, if you like that, then the next level is where I came in at. And again, there's only 4. We're getting ready to unlock another one next month, okay? But the 4th program is what I came in at. And it's the last level right now. $900. Maybe that'll scare some of you. I knew when I got laid off, I didn't have 900 on a card. I was maxed out. I didn't have it from my husband. His money had to go to whatever bills we had. And I was like, I need to do this, Jeff. I told my husband, he's probably listening to this live. I need to do this. Where's the money coming from? How am I going to do this? So I did it on a payment plan. Because we offer those, because so many people want this. If there was no payment plan attached, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I couldn't have done it. I would be stuck and struggling right now. But we have those available. I'll talk about that in a couple minutes. If you need that, and you want to do that, I have it. A lot of people join me through the payment plan because they see the value. So let's talk about the $900 program, what you're getting. You're getting all 4 programs for $900. That's a no-brainer. If you were to have these all separated, that's $1,900. You're getting all 4 programs for $900. So that's why I said, okay, I'm going all in. I'm going to try and do it on a payment plan. Okay. You're also getting access to these legacy builder calls because that program's called the Legacy Builder for a reason. I want to leave a legacy for my family. I want to go for the gusto. That's $328K a year. I said, I see myself there. I envisioned it. And that's what I'm working towards, right? We have other people in this community that are making $500K a year, bought their house cash out. We have a Canadian lady who's making $600K a year. We have another lady or another guy who was a welder, Daryl, who's awesome. He got laid off of his welding job of 20 years, got into this. He's now at almost $500,000 a year, doing the same thing I'm telling you guys. These 3 videos a day, copy paste ads for 30 minutes, send people to the blueprint, which I dropped in this chat right here. When your potential customers go to your website, then they're in our automations. You're given 30 email automations already done for you. That's something else that's included. That's doing the selling, telling follow-up. So you don't got to get on a phone with anybody. I don't talk to anybody outside of these lives. I'm talking to you on a live, but I don't have to physically pick up a phone. I don't have to chase anybody in DMs. Again, I told you, it's not MLM network marketing. You're not recruiting anybody. These are daily paying customers, people that want to learn these skills and who want to buy a program that's theirs. Now you've unlocked a business that comes with the automation. It comes with the learning, all this learning that you're going to get. It's crazy. We have a community of 56,000 members. I mean, I could go on and on. but it would take me more than an hour to talk about it because we're coming up to the time almost, okay? So the $900 program is what I joined. I did it on a firm at the time. I didn't have to pay zero out of pocket, and I got my business up and running. 7 days, I immediately went to the back office as soon as I bought it, and I connected my system. It tells you step by step by step. It is our tech team doing it, showing you videos. You pause and play. I connected my payment gateways because I get paid by Stripe, PayPal, Square, all the good stuff back there. You got to get paid, right? When someone buys your program, Chulito or Kalia, you got to get paid. So how do you want to get paid? By PayPal, Stripe? It's all back there. You're going to learn how to connect everything, but it's easy. I did it at 52. I don't have any tech skills. But if I got stuck, I could go to the tech support team and they would help me. We have a whole dedicated team for all that good stuff. Okay? So I immediately connected my website, got my stuff. I bought myself a domain. Okay, so you guys want to know what the costs are? Let me tell you, because had a guy in my email asking me, is there something missing? He thought I was fishy. He was like, okay, you're telling me all I got to do is pay one time for the program. Check, yes. You pay for whatever program you want. I don't care if it's the $100, the $3, the $6, or the $9. Okay, you pay for that one time, plus you pay one time for your $39 fee, which covers the websites. That's what your potential customers are going to look at. When I sent you guys to this blueprint, you guys are going to get access to 2 videos. That's hosted by you paying that $39. The company is hosting it for you. So you don't got to go out to these other platforms that host these things. I don't even know the name of them. I don't know tech, guys. I don't want to worry about that stuff. I want to be able to make my pay, get people signed up, help them out. I don't need to be in the weeds of stuff. So that's why I'm saying you're going to pay your one-time fee for your program. Then you're going to pay the $39 for the website. That's going to host your website for you. That's also going to give you access to that community I keep talking about. And I'm going to show it to you in a minute. And then lastly, guys, you're going to go to GoDaddy. GoDaddy's cheap. You know how I got ManuelaVincent.com? So it could be KaliaHudsonGetsPaid.com, whatever you want. I'm just making stuff up. You're going to go to GoDaddy and you're going to get yourself a domain, which is very affordable. It's like $20 a year. And you're going to connect your website. And all that is in there. It's going to teach you exactly how to set it up. It's not hard. It's like a couple clicks of buttons. It's not very difficult at all, okay? So that's what this system does, okay? So what else was I saying? Now I'm off track. Guys, so those are the 4 programs. Those are the 4 programs. I went over them. $900 program, 6, 3, 1. You have to decide. You're going to go back to this if you haven't done it already. My website that I dropped, so you can look at them and compare them side by side and see which one's for you. Again, you have 30 days. 30 days to upgrade, and you pay the difference. And actually this month, and I think next month, our mentor just announced she's gonna let anybody upgrade without that 30-day because she wants to set you up for success. So that might be way, but you do everybody who asks me, you have 30 days, you just pay the difference instead of the full amount. Let's say you start at the $300 and you want to go to the 9, right? So instead of paying that full 9, if you upgrade within 30 days, it's just the 600. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope so. Kalia knew what I was talking about already when I talked about that. Okay, so those are the programs, guys. Now let's talk about the inside of this community. Let's talk about the inside of the community because I like sharing that. I love it. Thank you guys for being patient with me today. I appreciate you. Okay, guys. So this is school. Chuito said he knew what school was. See, school? School. This is a school community, okay? So we have 56,200 members in the community. It's called Digital Growth Community, DGC. That's what you're going to be part of, okay? Now, this is live. And the reason I show this is because I want you to see what you're getting access to. So up here, you see where it says Facebook training? We're going to have a Facebook training coming up in 3 days. We have live training from mentors. They're going to teach you everything social media. Okay? You want to learn about Facebook? You're going to hop on this Zoom and she's going to teach it to you. Okay, so everything you need's in here. If you notice this pinned comment, and again, this is our mentor, Michelle O'Neill. I never hide anything. I'm very transparent. You can even Google her if you like. Okay, she is our almost $10 million mentor. Okay, and she posts, right now we have something called a confidence to cash 90-day challenge. What is that? Okay, so you'll come back to the classroom and you'll click on this right here. And this is the next challenge we're doing. And we already started it, but it doesn't matter. Whenever you start, you can go to day 1. We're only in day what? 9. These right here are going to help you to launch your business very quickly. She's literally giving you the content to talk about in your videos. Every single day, there's a topic, and then she's going to give you 3 video ideas. And every single day, these are live videos she's just done. Some of them are 4 minutes. Some of them are 3 minutes, 5 minutes, not long. So this is part of my process. I do my 3 videos a day. You're going to do your 3 videos a day. You're going to do them. And you'll learn all that in there, guys. I just like to tell you highlight on what you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to do your videos. Don't freak out. We're going to teach you step by step how to do them in the training. After you do that, you're going to do some free copy paste ad strategies for 30 minutes. Or if you're bold, you can do lives. And we have people doing faceless lives, believe it or not. I think that's funny. I didn't try that. You can do faceless lives too. We have people doing very well with that. So after that, you're going to do respond to emails. You're going to respond to emails and comments that people are leaving on your videos. And then you're going to send them to your free blueprint. I've already went over this structure, right? But outside of that 2 hours, you're also going to do a little bit of training in here, right? You got to do your training, your regular training. The 2-hour workday is your income producing activities. That's the stuff that's going to make you money. You have to be present every day. You got to do your 3 videos a day. You got to do your copy paste ads for 30 minutes a day. You got to respond to people, get them over to the blueprint so that you get leads in your automations, right? They come to this page. This is my page, right? Manuela and her husband. My family, you see, I brand myself, my last daughter at home, me, my older son, his wife, and then my older son who's in college right now, or my youngest son who's in college right now. She's going to be next. She wants to go, right? So this is the page. This is part of what you're paying that $39 for. You're going to get these and you can personalize them. You can make them as you want, right? But the best part is the automation. The automated system is called System.io. I don't know if Chuito's still on, but have you heard of System.io? This is free to you, okay? And what you're going to do when you start this is you're going to get 30 emails. These 30 emails, you click a button, they get loaded. This is what's talking for us. This is what's doing the talking for us. Any of you guys, if you put your email into this thing right here, if you put your email in here, then you should have gotten this. It's a blueprint. Check your spam folder, promotion folder. This is going to be in there and you got to get it out so you can read it. Okay. And then the videos will come up. Okay. But these are talking for me while I'm doing this live right now. They're talking to me when I'm walking. They're talking to me when I'm sleeping. And that's how I get sales, guys. It's not me doing fancy stuff. My system is continually talking to people. And that's how I get sales because these are proven to convert, okay? Our mentor has already shown us this. 1 in 20 are buying from us, 1 in 20. If you get 20 leads, 1 in 20 of those people is gonna buy from you because they see the value with these programs, okay? So back to this. I'm gonna get out of this and I'm gonna go to the wins section because I gotta stay on track, guys, okay? So you're gonna stay plugged in here every single day. Everything that's important is in this community. I'm going to go to the wins tab. First of all, you're going to introduce yourself. If you do join, you introduce yourself here. We're going to say welcome in. And then you go to the wins tab. This is where people are showing when they get a sale, if they got in more people in their subscribers, if they got more following, no matter what it is, right? People are putting that in here. People are talking about the levels that they reach. Because when you participate in the community, you also unlock things. So that's very important to know as well, right? Let's see. This person said they went live for 45 minutes. Live yesterday for 45 minutes on TikTok. I had some engagement. And she got almost 500 views. That's a win. You see? I'm going to get to the monetary wins in a minute, guys. Just bear with me. I just like to show you what this community is, okay? We like to show you the wins and whatever a win means to you, whether that's more subscribers, you got a sale. It's all posted in here, okay? We're getting there. We're getting there. You guys can read along as I'm scrolling, right? This person said they're posting every day. Because why? Consistency is important. You got to keep doing that. If you stop, it's not going to work for you. I never will stop. Every day I post 3 videos a day. And I come live Monday through Friday. Okay, here we go. First person here. Remember when I talked about the $100 program, right? This person might have been at the $900 level, but the person that they bought their program came in at the $100 program. So they said here, $100 sale while they were sleeping. I just told you guys how that happens, because your goal is to always get people to put their email in here. Once they do that, they get these series of emails. So when that person is sleeping, they got $100. Previous to that, I had just heard that the digital marketing can help people to make money while they're sleeping. I am so excited to share that this is what I experienced. She's telling you exactly what's happening. These are life proof, guys. 3 hours ago, this is a live community. If you put a fake sale in here, you're going to get booted. She literally vets these sales. So that person had $100 payday. Okay, let's keep going. This person's gotten 280 leads. A lead, guys, what is a lead? Look, let's go back to the front of the system. Leads. These are leads. Leads. That's how many leads I have. Okay? You want to get this to keep going up and up and up and up. That's not how many people I have in my system. That's new leads per day. Okay? That's what you want to keep going. And the only way to do it is doing those videos every day. You have to keep doing them or it's not going to work. But this lady says she got 280 leads in 24 hours. Okay? And she's showing her system. Okay? Again, another question I get is, do you got to pay for traffic? Nope. This is all organic. Every single person I bought that has bought from me has been organically reached through my YouTube, through my TikToks, through my IGs, through the YouTube shorts, all organic. That means I didn't pay for any ads. I don't do that. Our mentor doesn't lead with that. What you do on your own time is your time, but we're not going to teach you that because we know people don't have all that money, and we want you to we want you to do things the free way. You already purchased your program. Now let's work for free and let's keep doing this, okay? So that's how we teach you in this. Let's keep going. Somebody woke up to a $600 sale. That's the digital mastery program that I talked about. They got a $600 sale this morning, made $600 just after 9 a.m. this morning. I've been locked into this for 90 days, and I have been making sure to participate every single day. Okay, let's go to another page. Let's keep it going. A lot of people are getting into the 90-day challenge. You know what I just showed you guys a few minutes ago? Somebody made a $300 sale. I think we've touched on everything except for $900 today. Look, this person made $300 while busy with her sheep. So she's a farmer. And she's in South Africa. By the way, some stats we've already created: 21 self-made millionaires in South Africa. We are global, okay, as far as countrywide goes, okay? So she just made that. Now let's keep going. This person got their first customer. They're excited. And in 7 days, they did that. I told you, I made my investment back in 7 days. On average, most people, they come into this, get set up right away, and go hit it hard, are going to get their investment back in 7 days. I don't know your work ethic, so I can't guarantee that, but the statistics are showing that. Okay? Let's keep going. I'm going to show you a couple more, and then I'm going to talk about this Spanish launch real quick, guys. I'm not going to touch on it heavy because we haven't launched yet. But I'm excited to share it. I'm putting the feelers out because I've had one Spanish person on here today, Cholita, right? Chewy. And you said you're interested. So now's the time to get started and you want to be in a position to be able to upgrade to it, okay? But one step at a time, okay? Guys, I just wanted to show you the wins here. I'm scrolling a little fast. This person made 1,000 in one day. That could be a $900 sale and a $100 sale they made. So sky's the limit. I mean, whatever you put in, you're going to get out. Here's one, a $900 ding. So she started and she's been in the 8 days and she made a $900 sale. Okay. I mean, I could go on, but the point of this is I like to show testimonials, but at the same time, they're not paying your bills. The only person going to pay your bills is you. So you got to get started, right? So let me talk about one more thing real quick. I'm not going to touch on it really heavy, but I want to share it real quick. Hold on one second. Let me get to it. So Legacy Builders program in Spanish. I just want to talk about it real quick, and then we're not going to go on it real long, guys. Well, we're going to be launching into the Spanish markets. So instead of 4 programs, we're going to have a total of 10 programs. We're going to have a Spanish bundle with the English bundle all together. What is that going to do? That's going to unlock $1,400 paydays for us. So that's why I said get yourself in a position where you get your customers, you start getting your $900 paydays. That way you can upgrade to this, right? And so what's going to happen is if you guys decide to do that later on or whatever, you would pay the difference, right? You'd normally pay the difference. If you're already in Legacy, you would pay the difference of $500 to get to the next, we're going to be hitting this so hard with Spanish because a lot of Spanish want this. Right? So that's why I say get yourself set up for the $900 program now so that you're able to go and get into this when you can, right? We're going to help you get there, but I wanted to touch on that because Chewy wanted to know about it. We're going to be doing Spanish. That's going to give you $1,400 paydays, Chewy. So that's why I've already upgraded because I'm already Legacy. I just paid my $400 difference because she said if you paid that difference before the end of the month, this month, then you would pay that discounted rate. So that's why I got in and I did this. Okay. So I did that. That's all I'm going to leave it on that. But we are going to start launching to Spanish next month. So I'm super excited about that. That's going to unlock 10 income streams of income for you guys. That's crazy. 10 income streams. I can't even imagine. Like, if you were to get $1,400 days every single day for the next 365 days, that's $511,000 a year, guys. Just put the monetary thing in perspective. Okay. So again, you go here, if you haven't done so already, I'm going to tell you guys where to go if you want a payment plan. You put your email in. Okay, and then it's going to drop you to the ready page. Let me go to that real quick, and then I'm going to hop off this live. I appreciate you guys being on here. I love it. You're really listening, and I appreciate that. So you're going to put this, and this is going to bring you to the ready page. This is where all the programs are, right? This is the websites you guys are paying for. The $39 one time pays for this page. And this is the page that everybody comes to when they come into your funnel, into your free system. They're going to see all these headlines and they're going to say, oh, this headline says, how could an extra $900 change your life? And it talks about the program, how this is not a course, it's a program, how you don't have to have any experiences. A lot of this I've already touched on, but you're going to come and read all this. And then our mentor is going to talk to you. And then it's talking about how we made 29 million globally within our community in 10 months. And on average, it takes people 7 days to get their investment back. Okay. So you're going to go through all this. I don't want to go through all this. It's going to give you access to a license when you join Legacy Builder. See, I have my license. I have my certificate right there with my name on it. Signed by our CEO. Okay. That's that. You'll get that when you join Legacy. You're going to have all these testimonials that I talked about, a couple of them earlier. She's one of the self-made millionaires in South Africa. He's the welder who makes $500,000 now. She is the Canadian who makes $600,000. So you can listen to their testimonials and then my story a little bit. And then you're going to come on down. You're going to read through this stuff, guys. Again, this is what's converting because the page tells you everything. It doesn't leave anything out. Okay. So the first program is legacy. Of course, it's going to be legacy because that's what we lead with. You're getting 4 income streams. You're getting all 4 programs for 900 bucks. It tells you exactly what you're getting with it. Okay. It tells you got to pay the 39 bucks. Once you pay your program, then this is going to unlock for you to pay that website fee. Okay. If you don't want to take advantage of the 900 program, that's okay, guys. Come in where you can start, but you don't want to stay there. You want to work up to it. Okay. Talks about faceless branding. We're going to teach you all of these methods. Okay. All of this. You're going to learn how to build your email list because money is in the list. You're going to learn to monetize on these platforms too. Like I'm getting ready to monetize on YouTube. You're going to learn how to do all that. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything. Okay. Again, it talks about the license. So here's the other 3 programs. See, you got to scroll down a little bit and then you'll see all the programs. $600 program, what it gives you. $300 program, what it gives you. It's going to break it all down for you. Okay. And then you decide. But let me show you one place for the payment plans because people always come and say, where's the payment plan option? I'm going to show you where to go. You click on your program. If you don't want 900, you click on another program. All of the programs have it, okay? Let's go back down to the lower programs. You pick on whatever program you want. All of them will have a payment option, though. Okay, let's say you just did the $600 program. So it'll tell you your program. You come over here. Obviously, I take regular payments. These are all connected to the website. You guys will do the same thing. PayPal, credit card, debit card, right? I even offer Venmo, whatever you guys want to pay. But if you want to do a payment plan, you're going to click the Stripe button. The Stripe button is the purple button. That's why I always tell people, go to the purple button. All right, now you see, this is the checkout page, right? It's telling you what program you're picking, whatever one you pick. You're going to put in your regular details up here, but you're going to have to pick Afterpay or Klarna. Those are your 2 options. Let's go into Afterpay real quick. So it's telling you if you got the $600, and obviously it's going to be cheaper the lower the program, right? So you pick where you want to come in at. But Afterpay is saying it will let you break the payments into 12 payments of 51 bucks. And that's for the $600 program. Guys, you have access to this on the page. I'm just showing you a little extra, okay? Klarna, I don't know if you all use Klarna. If you do the $600 program, $37.15 over 18 months. It breaks it down a little more for you. So those are the two options I have for payment options on my website. If those don't work for you, then you can do Zip Pay. I think you guys probably know what that is. Zip Pay is the other option. It'll let you do a virtual card and you would just plug your card information up into here. Zip Pay and Affirm. I think you can try Affirm too. But these are the easier ones. I get more people approved on Klarna when they come to my website. It's completely up to you. And so the same thing applies to any of the programs. Whatever you choose, it's going to tell you. Just click the button. You just click the button, whatever one you want to do, right? And it'll break it down for you. Let's go to the $900 program. Obviously, it's going to be a little more because it's a higher program, right? But let's say you did Afterpay on the $900 program. I'm waiting for it to load real quick. Let's see what it does. Okay. So you choose, you know how these work. Afterpay, you've bought items on Afterpay, I'm sure. If you want to get it paid off quicker, it would be $225 for the $900 program. If you want to spread it lower, then you go for the 12 payments of 77 bucks. Like that's what that's going to do for you. And then Klarna is the next one. And then that would spread it. If you did the longer payment option, it's $55 a month. But your goal, again, with these is to get your customers. You're going to get your customers so you can pay this off. And then you can be in profit mode after that. That's exactly what I did, guys. I've been 9 minutes over. Again, you have to decide what is best for you. If you don't want to take advantage of a payment plan, you don't have to. I'm just showing you there's options. I needed that. I did it on Affirm at the time. I don't have Affirm on my website. The person I bought from had Affirm. I can't get Affirm on the Stripe account for some reason. It let me spread it out. I didn't have to pay zero out of pocket. So you can download the Affirm app and try to do it outside of my website. You would have to get a virtual card to plug back in here if you want to try Affirm. But I did zero. Then by the time my first payment was due, I already got my first sale. That's your goal with this. You don't want to stay stuck in debt, right? But I knew I had no plan B. I had to go at this hard, and that's why I got my first sale. Okay. We have a whole program in here called Launch to Profit in 7 days. We're going to help you do it. But if you get stuck at anything, you have to message me. You have to stay plugged into the community I showed you guys about. You have to really hit this hard, just like I did. That's what I did. And it's been working for me. Okay. Are there any other questions? I'm going to hop off. You guys can email me too. Once you put your email address into the link, you're going to get that free blueprint. Email me back. I'm happy to answer your questions about anything, guys. There's nothing I haven't heard already. You can email me and I'll be happy to answer that to you. I'll even give you a personal message back because I don't like to just type. I like to give you a personal message with my face and I talk to you like that. That's what I do for everybody who emails me. Okay, guys? So I hope that this gave you a little bit more clarity. This has been a lifesaver for me and my family. And I don't have to go back to a job because of this. But you have to work 2 hours a day. Okay? All right, guys, that's it. I will be back live again tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. or actually 11 a.m. Eastern time. Hope to see you guys again. God bless you. Take care. Happy Tuesday.